Herbert going to go to the air right away.
Flushed out right.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Now Burrow. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Burrow on play action. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Mecole Hardman,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They go play action with Burrow. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Barkley, inside handoff. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone. Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Joe Burrow taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity. And they're playing to it and playing well.
From the 31, Herbert.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 3. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Kayvon Thibodeau in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Off the play fake, here's Burrow, escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
These 2 teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium.
Flush to his right. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going.
He's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Out to his left. And he completes it to Tompkins. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take a 3-touch. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a fully scored deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert flushed out right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert throwing again. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert dancing to his left. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Again, it'll be Akers. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Akers. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Tucker's kick is good, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On the move to his left. But it's caught. Tompkins. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
They juked him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 12, 12, 12.
Burrow will throw. Buying time to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Well, right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Herbert. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Out of the gun, Herbert sliding out of the pocket. On Herbert, his third interception. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose.
And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll go to Barkley again.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Here's Herbert. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Flush to his right. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
57, Mike, 57.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Weber. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. From the 22, Herbert. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And now here's another interception. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
12.
Now Burrow on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the